If you came for honesty, sarcasm, and a little oversharing, you're in the right place. I'm Channing.
And I'm Vanessa. We're figuring things out in real time. Zero experts, just opinions. And honestly,
we're still asking, who let us adult?
Welcome to our podcast. All right, so this is our first podcast recording of
Who Let Us Adult?
Who Let Us Adult?
Nick, you're going to have to go. I can't look at you. Oh,
that's the real question of all questions is who let us adult? But so we want you guys to get to know us, right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to tell a little bit about ourselves, how we became friends, and what this podcast is going to be all about. So Channing, do you want
me to go first?
Yeah, start us off.
I need you to ask me some questions. What you want to know about me?
I didn't come prepared.
I know, but I feel like I could ramble on if I.
Well, that's okay. Just
talk about myself.
Just tell us everything. We want to know.
Okay. Well, I just turned 30 in April. I graduated college on Saturday with my bachelor's in business management. I got 3 kids, 2 from a previous marriage, 1 with my current and my final marriage because I ain't doing it again. Yeah, I mean, sports is my life. Work, school, kids. Well, not school anymore. Yeah. But work, sports, kids.
Yeah.
That's my main life right now.
Yeah. So where'd you grow up? Where are you from?
I grew up, I'm from Columbia, Tennessee. I moved to Kentucky in 5th grade. My entire family's from here, though. I graduated from John Hardin in 2015. Played sports all my life. Yeah, Tennessee, Kentucky, little thug, little country, got good little mix.
Okay, so you said you're on your second marriage.
Uh-huh.
So you were married
previously. I got married at 20. That lasted
short time.
From start to finish, 2.5 years.
Hey, you win some, you lose some.
But, okay. My current husband, met him. I can honestly say he's my soulmate, my best friend.
We love him.
We love us some Noah. He's patient and kind, and you got to be patient to deal with someone like me, especially after his week this week dealing with me.
We love you, Noah.
We love Noah.
Just know that. Just know that.
But my 2 children that are 8 and 7 are with my previous marriage, and then my youngest, who's 2.5, is with Noah. But yeah, we do good. We co-parent good. I can give tons of advice on co-parenting, just based on, I come from a divorced family. My parents were divorced. I'm not calling anybody out, but learning the do's and don'ts on what you do when you have to co-parent with somebody.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I just want my kids happy and a healthy, lifestyle growing up. So that's always top priority for me.
Yeah. I feel like you guys do a good job.
Yeah. But there's always sometimes a little, bump in the road. But at the end of the day, if we can come back together for what's best for the kids, then
that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I'm sure I'll pour out some more tea as time goes on.
Oh, yeah. So a little bit about me. I born and raised in Kentucky. I've been here my whole life. In Elizabethtown my whole life.
I thought you lived in Louisville some.
Well, okay. I moved here when I was 5.
Okay.
From Louisville. I mean, I've been here my whole life. So my family's from Louisville though. And so that's why, so I was, born and raised in a town called Ronnieville, Kentucky. Backwoods, out on the farm. Okay. So, I grew up here. I played sports. I did, all the things that a normal kid does, I guess.
Graduated from North Harlem.
North Hardin. Yeah. And that's a whole story in itself too. So we'll save that for a rainy day,
Yeah.
I guess. But I mean, I graduated and I started college and figured out that college just wasn't for me. It just wasn't.
It ain't for me either.
Yeah. So I went to cosmetology school. I did that. And right after I graduated was right when the economy dropped, right? And so people weren't really like getting their hair done and spending money on doing things like that. So, that just wasn't in my deck of cards anymore, okay? Um so, I worked still and I got married pretty young. I was married at 20. Um and I was married for 16 years. We had 2 kids together. So I have 2 boys. One's 17 and one is 8. And they're complete opposites. They are complete opposites, which, but it's always that second kid. It's always that second kid. Yeah, it makes you question
If Tegan
everything.
and Waylon become best friends, which they like playing with each other, but as they get older, we gonna have a real problem.
Yeah, they're gonna raise some hell.
They are.
They're gonna raise hell.
They are. God.
Oh, and Tegan take care of it.
Yep. And it's hard to say which one would be the instigator because both of them probably have the same plan in mind.
Probably. Yeah. So, so unfortunately, my husband passed away unexpectedly. And that was very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
That was very difficult. Looking back on that, and yes, that was the most traumatic event of my life and the hardest time of my life. But looking back on that, like, you don't realize really how depressed you really are until you kind of get to the other side of that. So looking back now, it's almost kind of scary because I now realize like how depressed and I mean your whole world is just flipped upside down in seconds. And so that was a hard thing. It was really hard. But I prayed harder than I probably ever prayed in my entire life. And I really just handed that over to God. That's the only thing that you could do to get through that. And then a couple years later, we were out for my birthday and we met Nikki.
Can we touch on that though?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So originally Vanessa really wasn't looking to, date. I was just saying, hey, let's be a little bit of a hoe right now. Let's have a little fun. You were married for a long time, nothing serious, but just to get her out of her shell and stuff. Just with everything she's been through. So, I'm gonna say we had to push for you to give Nick a chance. I was like, just YOLO, just you roll with it. I mean, it don't have to be nothing. Just go have the time of your life and the ride of your life.
A ride he will not survive.
And here we are.
Yeah, but so Cheating and I worked together, which is nothing new. We have worked together at a previous job before this
18
job.
18 or 19? It was before
It was right before you got married the first time.
So I was probably 19.
Yeah.
I was probably 19.
Yeah. So we worked together.
My first big girl job.
Yep. I hired Channing. She was my right-hand man for couple years, and we don't work there anymore.
Nope.
We'll just say that.
Just say that. We don't work there anymore.
Yeah, we don't work there anymore, and that's, that's fine. But so, after my husband passed away, I'm trying to live as normal as possible, right? Like whatever normal is supposed to be for me now. And I said I need a job, right? Because I needed routine and structure and someplace to go and be around adults and not just my kids and things like that. So I basically told our boss now I will be there on Monday and I'll bring 2 forms of ID.
But to touch on the normalcy, because you are a real estate agent too.
Mm-hmm.
You were dropping the kids off at school and then going home by yourself all day just to pretty much sulk in your sadness.
Mm-hmm.
But not only that too is, with how things happened with him, your kids would not go back into your normal home. So you were not staying at your normal home for over a year.
Yeah.
So really, your whole world was shifted. You couldn't go, to your house because they wouldn't sleep there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, once the boys got in a normal routine, you were dropping them off, going home and sitting by not going home, but going to where you were staying, sitting by yourself all day, pick the boys up, repeat the next day.
Yeah. 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 So getting a normal 9-to-5 job was a priority, right? Because I needed that for my mental health. So do you
think that helped shift where your mindset was?
Yes. Yes. Because it gave me something to look forward to every day.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's be with me every day.
Yes. Yeah. But yes, it gave me something to, not just do with my time, but it gave me something to dive into and, feel some of that void, that I had. Turns out I really liked it, right?
Yeah.
Like I really liked my job. Yeah. It was the best move that I made. So I'm working at this new job. Okay. Well, Nick also worked at a different job, but we had the same boss, right? So our boss owns multiple companies. And he was at our building doing some work, right? And he walked in the front door. I said, I know him from somewhere. I've seen him before. But I was just like, all right, whatever. Then I remembered a couple months before that, I got a friend request and it was Nick, right? And I had just accepted it because I knew that I knew him from somewhere, right? Like high school, something like that. So, I accepted it. We never talked to each other. It was just like one of those things. So then I was like, that's that guy
who sent me a Facebook friend request.
Yeah, that sent me a friend request, So, no big deal. I went on about my business. Well, he was gonna go out with somebody else, and that didn't work out, and somehow or another we were just like messaging on Facebook Messenger a couple of times, not even every day, not every other day. Then came my birthday, and we went to this bar in Brandenburg, and I knew Nick lived in Brandenburg at the time. And we walk in, and we're like, we need some more people to come. We need some, like,
We're having a good time. We need some more people.
yeah, we need some more people here. So I messaged him and was like, hey, I know you live in Brandenburg. We're out here. If you want to stop by, bring your friends, whatever. We're just hanging out. Well, he shows up. And the rest is history.
Yeah,
we've been together ever since.
But isn't that weird how things happen?
Yes.
And I'm gonna touch back on how I met Noah. So I started dating my previous husband at the age of 16. Got married. I was 16. He was 23. Got married. My husband now was actually at my senior prom with his high school sweetheart. We didn't go to the same schools. I'm 2.5 years older than him. But he was at my senior prom. He remembers meeting me. I do not remember meeting him. Fast forward a couple years later after I had my first son, just going through marriage problems and then, postpartum and everything, I needed something to do. So I decided there was a girls softball league in Brandenburg, and it was one day a week, something I could get out and do. I could take time with my son with me if I wanted to, and got some of my high school girls that I played ball with. We all joined, did this thing. Okay, well, the rules on the paper were 18 and up. Thought this was golden. It was not 18 and up. Here I am, 21. All my 22, 23-year-old friends were put on a team with 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds. Maybe not 13, but 14, 15. None of them had their license. And I'm thinking, this ain't going to go over well because you got a bunch of girls that, are on the field, may not have the best mouth, and you're partnering with these kids. But Noah was actually my coach because his sister was paired on my team as well as his mom. Well, obviously, I was married. Granted, I was having my own issues with my previous husband, and she'll know who I'm talking about when we are friends. We talk, but she'll know this is about her when she listens to this because she's so excited for this podcast. She had really liked Noah and had asked me.
Yeah, I remember this.
She also worked with us at our previous job. And wanted to get to know him more. And I was like, I'm like the go-getter. I'll set you up. I'll be the person to walk up to him at the bar like I got you. And that was my true intention. I was trying to, get them to talk and mingle. And at the time, when I reached out to him, he said he was talking to someone already. And, I let her know that. And one thing kind of led from one to another. And it didn't start out with wrong intentions. Noah and I just were texting as friends. And then it ended up being a thing where we noticed we were talking all day, every day. But he was kind of like my light at the end of the tunnel because of what I was dealing with at my home life. And then someone to listen to outside of family and friends. Mm-hmm. Just someone to vent to and talk to. And he was always just a listening ear and solid advice. And it just led to another. And here we are. I mean, if you put it on paper, 8 years. Mm-hmm. I think it just hit 8 years. I'm not going to go date dropping just because I probably didn't make the best decisions. I know I didn't make the best decisions leaving my previous marriage. But at the same time, if things were a little bit different, it would have never happened. But yeah, no, he's my best friend. We do everything together. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so before I met Nick, he was my husband. Now let me preference. It was just a saying. Just a saying, because I spent a lot of time at Channing's house. We would sit on the couch and watch movies, and, Noah would make us dinner, and he is so good, right? And so he would make dinner, he would put it on plates, bring it to us, like all the things. And I said, Noah, you're my rent-a husband. Mm-hmm. And
It's been a thing ever since.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty much.
Yeah. We don't,
do any of that. It's
Yeah.
just a thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. He's been there for me too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause he took Travis's passing hard.
Yeah.
Very hard.
Yeah.
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 No, he's a great dad. The best stepdad I could ever ask for. And my kids don't know a life without him because they were so little when he came in the picture. I mean, my daughter was 2 months old when I officially left, and then my son was 1.5 years. But I started playing softball when my son was 5 months old, and he was coming to the game. So really, I mean,
his whole life.
He's
been there.
Yeah, he's been there. But yeah, no, I couldn't ask for
Yeah.
between my previous marriage and my marriage now. It's like it's light and day compared to one another. But I mean,
Yeah.
we enjoy doing things together. I never need a break. Like, I want to go hang out with my friends without you. Like, that's never a thing because we don't. I mean, every relationship has their arguments and stuff, but we don't like argue. We may spat just here and there, but it's never like talk down on each other or scream at each other. It's a regroup, because if he knows I'm mad, he's going to talk about it right then and there because he does not like when I'm upset with him.
Yeah.
Yes, it really does bother him because he's like, no, we're figuring this out before we go to bed.
Yeah.
That's him.
That's important.
Yeah.
That is.
But I've never had anyone care like that. Like, my previous husband just didn't. Oh, you're mad? I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
So be it. If you ain't gonna sleep tonight, you ain't gonna sleep tonight. I don't care where you sleep. I'm going to bed. That was pretty much
how it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't change anything. And I actually had this conversation with my mom yesterday because at the end of the day, I mean, I've been through some shit, but I wouldn't go back and change anything because I truly think it made me who I am as a person today, how I mother, how I'm a wife, friend, all the things. So I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah. 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 So, so me and Nick, he came to my birthday and
it's just been around ever since.
Yeah, he's just been part of the picture. And then it was like, what was it? Maybe a week or two after my birthday, he was like, have you ever been to New York? And I was like, no, I've never been, but I've always wanted to go. And he was like, well, let's go. And I said,
I remember that phone call.
Yeah, there was no hesitation. I was just like, okay,
yeah,
let's book it. And we literally booked our hotel and booked our flight right then and there on the phone. And we get off the phone and I call Channing and I'm like, I'm going to New York. And she was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And so,
but it's because we had to push, like, for you to step out of your comfort zone. And all of a sudden, hey, I'm going to New York with this guy I just met. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. And she's
what did I miss? What have you not been telling me?
Yeah. She's like, keep your location on. Like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, do you have your own room? Like, and I'm like, no, like, we're going.
But even when you were going to visit him, I would check to see how long you were at his place. And if I didn't hear back, I was calling.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's wrapped up in a rug somewhere and just know it.
Nick is a good guy.
Yes.
Nick is a good guy. He would never hurt me. But no, I can understand. I'm grateful that I have friends who worry about me like that. But yeah, so we went to New York, and it was great. It was a good time. It was just like a weekend trip thing, and shortly after that, we moved in together, which was a whole thing. Right now, granted, my kids, they had never been around anybody else. Nick was the only serious relationship that I had other than their dad, right? And so it was an adjustment. It was an adjustment for everyone involved. but I think we have done very well so far.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, my kids love him and he loves them, and it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. We're gonna get married, and yeah, which let's talk about that. You want to talk about that? Let's touch base.
Let's touch base on that.
So I said, I want to get married on the beach, right? I want to get married on the beach. It's going to be so nice and, whatever. So we started planning that. Now, one thing about Channing is she is a planner, okay? Down to the minute.
I gotta
So,
know what's happening, when it's happening, who's gonna be there,
yeah.
where they're standing.
Yeah. Do you have everything? Like, what? Yeah. She's got it covered, right? So I'm like, Channing, we got to plan this wedding. We got to, whatever.
And she asked me this while I am in my other best friend's I was a maid of honor. And as you know, there's a lot of shit that comes with that. And she's asking me while I'm like the wedding was like the following weekend type, getting bachelorette,
Yeah.
party, doing this and making sure that, she has food, just all the things. And then she's asking me help her. Now, what I tell you, I need a break. I need a year off.
Yeah, she said, I need a break from everything. So, let me know in like 6 months or so. And I'm like,
She said, no.
yeah. I said, no, that ain't gonna work for me. So, but we were like, gonna do this big destination wedding and have friends and family, and we both have been married before and had these weddings, and it's just not the vibe anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Like, why have this big party for your guest? Right? Now, granted, if you've never been married before or something like that, definitely do it.
Yeah.
Get all the experiences and, whatever. But after that, it's like, been there, done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we about to.
Twice.
So we're about to go to the courthouse.
Hey, I'm down. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to either just me and Noah go somewhere, do it, come back married. But with me, I had already had the big wedding.
Mm-hmm.
It's over, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you've never been married for 100%,
Yeah,
have a big wedding. But I didn't want to have a big second wedding. But he had never been married before. I didn't want to take it away from his family, his mom.
Yeah.
So we did the whole shebang.
Yeah.
And it was over just like that.
Mm-hmm. So, we're like, no, we're going to save our money.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go to the courthouse, get married. We'll have a dinner and stuff for family and friends, close family and friends afterwards. But then that's when the party starts, because we're going on a cruise.
Going on a cruise. So we gonna have to time this one out.
We're going on a cruise. But we're going to invite all of our friends to come with us.
Yeah.
Right?
Hopefully
Don't.
You're messing with my plans, Vanessa.
Listen, I don't care, you're going. I don't care either way.
Okay. I mean, I'll go.
I know you'll go. I won't like it though, because you won't be a good time.
I know. That my birthday party when I did the 90s thing.
Yeah.
I had just found out I was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Had this whole hard party planned, and all my friends were like, I'm not used to this. I'm used to Channing being on the damn table.
Right.
Or, twerking. Something's going on. But me, no, I was just sitting there, drinking my water, watching everybody else have fun.
Yeah. So I'm going to need you to pump the brakes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that'll happen about March-ish. So it's only delaying your timeline by a couple months.
I'll think about it.
Okay, think about it, because it's going to be a good time.
I mean, I'll go.
I know you'll go, but I'm going to need you in full effect. Okay. Just think about it and let me know.
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah. So, But yeah, I mean, that is my life.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to sit and ramble about your life when each of us have been through so much. It's kind of like, well, what do you want to know? Like, I mean, I'll
Yeah.
tell you anything you want to know. You just gotta
Yeah. You
ask
just
me.
gotta
But where the
ask.
fuck do I start?
Yeah. Yeah. Because we've been through some shit.
Yeah, I mean, 19. I'm 30 now.
I'm not going to disclose my
Been
age.
through a lot of shit. There's an age difference between us.
Yeah, there is. There is.
There is.
But age is just a number. Age is just a number. I fully believe that you're only as old as you feel.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I still feel about 23, 24.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. I still get carded sometimes.
I wish I could be like 27, 28 and just stay.
Yeah.
But then a lot of people told me 30s is your prime time.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, life's what you make it.
Yeah. I think, honestly, my biggest fear is I forget as I get older, everyone around me is aging as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there has been a lot of death in my life, just between people around me, losing people young, family members, all kinds of stuff. I fear a life without my kids. And as me getting older, like if me not being here or something happening to me, because listen, and I'm not saying a father's love is any less, but I tell my husband all the time, there ain't nobody else in this world that's going to love my children like I love my children. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm worrying constantly. And when I turned 30, that was just in the back of my head. Like, oh my gosh, next thing you know, I'm going to be 60. Yeah. Like, look how fast 30 years flew by.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I just think of all the things that are going to happen and this and that. And I just, that was scaring me. And I think that's why I didn't want to turn 30. Everybody else is, you're turning 30. I'm like, nah, man. I just fear something happening to me.
Yeah. No, I think that is a valid fear. I have that fear.
Yeah.
Right. Mine is for a different reason. My kid's father has passed away, and I'm all they got. Mm-hmm. Right. I'm all that they got. And so my fear is something happening to me and not being there for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get it. It's a valid fear.
Yeah, it's a scary thought. And I would say before I had kids, death didn't scare me. It didn't.
Right.
Until they came in the picture.
Yeah. Yeah. And for me, honestly, like death in itself is not scary to me. Mm-hmm. It is leaving my kids.
Yeah. Who's going to be there to watch out for them, take care of them.
Yeah. Because no one loves them like their mama.
Yeah, all the things. And I don't care what daddy says.
Yeah.
It ain't true.
Yeah. But then, too, it all happens so fast. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, I think about it now. Like, my oldest is 17. He's going to graduate high school next year. Mm-hmm. Like, this is his last year of high school. And I tell him on a regular basis, do everything, right?
Yep.
Do everything. Do all the sports, do all the clubs, hang out with your friends, do all the things. Mm-hmm. Because once it's over, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah, and it's the funnest time of your life.
But then you don't even remember. I mean, of course I remember, I was in FFA, all the sports, and I didn't have to work till I was 18 because I did play sports. Mm-hmm. But it seems like such a different life. Mm-hmm. Like, kind of like a previous life. It just, it's kind of like me. Like, I don't remember life without kids. Yeah. It's just, I'm just always needed. I don't remember a time where I was not needed. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
Y'all be prepared, because when Weston I'm going to be crying. I'm going to be crying. I mean...
But the good news is he's not leaving either. He's going to, stay around here. Yeah. Because we've had those conversations.
Yeah. He's not going to leave his mama.
No. Yeah. I mean, if you ask Ty what he wants to be, he's going to live with me, be a pro baseball player. He's want 5 Lamborghinis, and where his mama don't have to work no more.
Take care of your mom.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid. I was like, yeah, you can live with me as long as you want. I don't care.
I know. And I go back and forth with that too. Like, I know that I have to let him go. I have to let him live his life. I have to, even sometimes I have to let him make mistakes and learn. But it's hard. It's hard to, sit back and do that.
Yeah.
And don't get me started on girlfriends. Don't get me started on those girlfriends.
We haven't hit the teen years yet. I'm 8 and under.
I know.
Right now.
It's coming.
So
it's
I
coming.
don't fear Ty.
No.
I don't fear Ty. Because right
Tegan.
now, he don't.
Tegan's going to beat up her boyfriend. You know that.
We're going to be working on jail time, keeping her out of jail. I can't even think about it because she already stresses me out and she's 7.
We love Tegan. We love her and her stories. She keeps us on our toes.
Well, the other day, and I don't know if I told you about this, she has a problem with not wanting to wear underwear right now. And I don't care if she's going to bed, she puts on pajamas after a shower, goes to bed, right? Well, I've started to have to check her. Like if I lay her clothes out to get her dressed and she gets dressed, she's not putting on her underwear. Well, and I don't know why. It's just Tegan.
Girl.
Yes. So Noah dropped her off at the office at like 4:30 the other day because there was baseball practice. And Tegan always looks like a hot mess. If you dress her, curl her hair, bow in, 5 minutes later, she's got a stain on her shirt. Her bow's out. That's just how she is. So she comes up in my office looking like a hot mess. I said, Tegan, come here. I got to pull your britches up. Well, she didn't have no underwear on. I said, Tegan, you ain't got no damn underwear on. She said, well, Mom, it's kind of like, you wear a bra every day. That's your thing. Your thing to wear a bra. Underwear is not my thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't even argue with you.
Yeah.
But it's just constant.
I have a good time with Tegan.
She's a mess.
Yeah.
She's bold.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't change her.
No.
I mean, I might just survive raising her, but I wouldn't change her because I know I don't have to worry about nobody
messing with
her.
Yeah, no one's going to
mess you up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Funny story.
She's going to talk about your mama and everything.
So our kids go to the same school. And they go to a small private school that is like preschool all the way to graduation.
Mm-hmm.
So at the beginning of the school year, my oldest son is changing classes, okay? And I guess he had to go outside to go to a different building to his new class for that hour. And he said, I'm just going to let you know I saw Tegan on the playground today. Oh, okay. Did you say hi to your brother? He was like, look, she done grabbed some kid and just body slammed him to the ground on the playground, like the first week of school. Yeah.
And she was in kindergarten last year.
Yes. Yeah, I don't remember why she said she did it. Do you remember why?
No. No, because if you ask her, it didn't happen.
Yeah, but she did.
Somebody seen you and called me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just things like that. Tegan keeps you on your toes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love her.
Yeah.
Praise be.
What's the other one?
Oh, no, not
Under His Eye.
Under His Eye.
Y'all watch Handmaid's Tales?
Oh, man.
Look, so one of mine and Nick's guilty pleasures, I guess, is watching documentaries and getting like hooked in these series of, shows or, whatever. So we watched Handmaid's Tales, right? Mm-hmm. All the way through. And it was like every night we're like, you ready to go watch Handmaid's Tales?
Yeah. I had a hard time turning it off.
Yeah.
I would stay up.
Yeah.
And watch it.
Yeah. It was good. It was good.
It took me an episode or two to get into it because I didn't understand what was going on. And then I finally, pieced everything together.
Yeah.
But yeah.
have you watched, though, the follow-up to that? It's on Netflix, or it might be one of the two. And it's called like The Commandment or
The Commander, maybe?
something like that. Something like that. But anyway, so it is like years later. Okay, they're still doing the same thing. Some of the like June and the teacher lady is in there, and they're training and bringing up another group of girls.
No, I need to watch.
Yeah, it's so good. And I think it's only 10 episodes right now. I watched all of them in like a day.
Oh, you need to watch that one I just finished. That was 16 episodes. Divorced Sisters by Tyler Perry.
Sisters.
But anything Tyler Perry makes is solid.
It's usually pretty good.
Did you watch that Nemesis show?
I didn't. I watched like maybe 1.5 episodes, and I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't.
Me and Noah loved it.
I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, we loved it.
Now, when we were at your house that day, you know what?
We were toward the end, though.
Yeah, and what we were watching, I mean, it looked good, and I was like, yeah, let's go home and start this.
You need to
maybe I should
push through.
Yeah, maybe I need to give it a few episodes. Yeah, but we watch all the crime documentaries, all of them.
I watch them here and there, depending on who they are. I don't know. Noah and I watch a lot of the same shows. Yeah, he's one of those. If we watch a show and I watch it without him, he gets a little salty.
He does.
Yeah.
Yes, Nick does too. Yeah. He's like, but that's kind of like our thing that we do together every night
in the evening. That's our us time. We'll sit, watch a good show.
Yeah. That's what we do. We're like, you ready to go snuggle?
Yeah. Okay, but let's talk about this. I got to turn a little bit to you.
Okay, tell me.
Okay. Love language.
Okay.
Me and my husband do not have the same love language. Okay. I can be depending on my mood, but I'm not a lovey-dovey. I am with my children.
Mm-hmm.
Snuggle, kiss on them, 24/7. They probably get tired of it. But I'm not have to sit and hold your hand or, things like that. That's not who I am. Now, my husband, he's the type, when he walks in from work, he wants a hug, give you a kiss. Well, how was your day today, honey? I got a kid screaming. I'm trying to wash dishes, whatever the case may be. And he wants to have a full-blown conversation about how my day went. Now, I didn't have a husband like that prior, so I'm glad that he wants to come in and, acknowledge me and, have a conversation. And then, he says, well, you never, sit in the car and just hold my hand. I said, you always hold my hand. He goes, yeah, but you don't, initiate it.
Okay.
I said, I just don't think about it, man. I'm just riding in the car. I'm listening to music. That's him. He just wants affection.
Like
me.
Touch. Yeah.
Me showing love is, you have clean underwear folded in your drawer. Okay. Your deodorant runs out and it just magically appears the next day.
Yeah. I get it.
I pay attention to those things and I get it without him having to, say anything. That's the house is clean. He says I'm a little bit anal, but he does say he's appreciative that he doesn't have to worry about living in a messy house because
that's
not how. It ain't gonna fly with me.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know. Do y'all have the same love language or the same
I'm not gonna say that we have the same, but we are both in tune with what each other's are. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Nick is very much I like how you describe Noah. He wants to hold my hand in the car. He wants to, ask about my day, give me a kiss. When and I am very much of the the things that I do
Mm-hmm.
is an expression of my love, right? Keeping the house clean, doing the laundry, doing the groceries,
Mm-hmm.
things like that.
Now I don't go no grocery.
I know.
'Cause he cooks.
I know. But now, me and Nick, we are pretty 50-50 on that. And if I cook, he cleans. If he cooks, I clean type deal.
Yeah. I mean, I'll help. I'll clean the kitchen and stuff, but he.
Yeah. But I think the important part is knowing what each other's
Yeah.
love language are.
Yeah. I know
then,
it. I just need to do a better job.
And then doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just not in a loving mood all the time.
Mhm.
I'm not mad at nobody. I just.
Yeah, you got a lot going on.
When I sit down on the couch, I'd like my little space, but I run a lot during the day and I'm constantly handling things on the back end that a lot of people don't see.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I get home and, whether it's practice, doing homework, whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
when I sit on the couch, that's my time to decompress.
Mm-hmm.
And then Noah's, why are you sitting on the opposite side of the couch? And I'm like, gosh damn, let me get up, move over here. You want me to put my feet on you? Now, I usually just put my feet on him and he'll rub my feet and we'll just sit there and watch TV that I could have done on the other side of the couch.
But see, now I will say, like, Nick and I, we're snuggles. We're snuggling.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I roll over
all the time. We're touching at all times.
Yeah.
But I take, when I get home every day, right? Because I need that decompress time. I literally go to my bedroom and decompress for a good solid 30 minutes every day. And everyone in my house knows is when I get home, that's the first thing that I'm going to do. Unless I have somewhere else I have to be or, whatever. But yeah, I need that. I gotta, whatever, clear my mind, all the things. And then I go about.
But most days I don't get that luxury because if we have practice or, a lot of times we're rolling in 7:30, 8 o'clock, sometimes later. And it's, okay, we gotta Baz, get things ready for the next day, throwing a load of laundry, dinner. It's just
go.
It's go. So by the time when I do get to sit down and decompress, it's once everything's done.
Right. And your kids are in bed.
Yeah. But he understands that because we talk about it a lot. I mean, we have a lot of, him and I can sit and have a conversation about, how we're feeling or what we're doing. And there's no judgment or yelling or getting mad. It's kind of, okay, like, I hear you.
Yeah.
I know what I need to do or, vice versa.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. I mean, and Nick and I, like we're pretty in tune with, with each other. I can, kind of pick up if he's having like an off day and vice versa. And we just balance each other.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
We communicate really good.
Yeah.
And we have fun.
Yeah.
And, we tell each other all the time, like, you really are like my best friend.
Yeah.
And I think that is the most important.
100%.
Right. Like, we enjoy going and doing things together. Mm-hmm. We have certain things that we do together. I mean, even if it is me tagging along with him at Home Depot, right? Like, we have fun doing that. We just enjoy each other's company. Yeah. So.
No, that's very, very important because at the end of the day, eventually your kids are going to be out of your house and it's back to you two again. But I mean, me and Noah do a good job on, we have date nights and but there's never been a time like when we go plan to do something like we want to do it with each other. Like I have been in a marriage like that where I do need a break or I'd rather go without them. But we just mesh together so well.
Yeah, your friends, your best friends.
But we started out as friends because I wasn't going and looking for anything. It literally just one thing just fell into another. Like, we were friends, and then talking all day, every day. Then we realized, like, whoa, like, there's some feelings, coming up. Because for the most part, I mean, it was just me and Ty. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't want to like bash you because we have a good relationship, but it's a lot different. A lot different.
Yeah, it's healthy.
Yeah,
and it's what it should be.
Yeah, I mean, it was a culture shock at first because I kept waiting, and he had to call me out on it because I was waiting for him,
like
him
the
to
shoe
mess
to
up.
drop.
Yes, just okay. Nobody's this nice all the time. Nobody wants to wait on me hand and foot like this. Like things I had begged for prior, begged and begged for, cried, preached, like this is what I need, was never given. And you got someone who's coming in, taking care of 2 kids that he didn't create with no issue, no questions asked, and he's doing everything.
Yeah.
And then finally, after a year and a half, he was like, because I was hard on him. I was. I mean, the second, I would pop off, and he was finally like, listen, I feel like the roles are reversed now. I feel like, you're like,
yeah.
But he had to do that to let me know, like, hey, like, I understand you went through X, Y, and Z, but I'm not.
He's not that person.
Not this person. So, and he's, 8 years later, and he's still.
Yeah. And again, we love our Noah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't have to question him or. No. Like,
yeah.
I know what's up.
That's right.
I know what's up.
That's right. Noah knows what's up too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. So let's talk a little bit about things that we want to bring to the podcast, right?
Okay.
So we obviously we can chat all day, right? Some chatty Cathys right here. But we also want to incorporate our audience and our viewers. So we have a phone line where our viewers can call in and leave a voicemail. The voicemail is completely anonymous, but it will be played.
Yes.
In the podcast. So make sure, if you don't want anyone to know, you don't name drop. Don't do anything like that. But you can give us the tea, because we're always wanting the tea. Okay, I don't want to be
some tea today.
Yeah, I don't want to be involved in the tea, but
I just want to know.
Yeah, I just want to know. Ask advice. Tell us, stories. Tell us, things that you want to hear about. Topics that, you maybe want to interact with us on. We're going to bring some guests on and do a couple of things, and it's going to be a good time.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we should wrap this up with maybe a sneak peek, if you will.
Okay.
Of a voicemail that we received. It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's a good one. And I will say, we have not shared our thoughts and opinions on it with each other.
Right.
Yes.
So what
save
we're
it for the
gonna
podcast.
do? That's right. We save it all for the podcast. So what we're gonna do, I think, we'll play the voicemail, but we're not gonna give our opinions or our advice or answer questions or whatever until our next episode.
Okay.
What do you think?
That should have been our theme song, the next episode with Dr. Dre.
Hi, Channing and Vanessa. I'm calling in because I need some major advice. So, my roommate and I might be in a little bit of a situation. So, just to give you a little backstory. So I'm a gay man, and so I met this guy on a dating app, and so we, um, started to get to know each other in every sense of the word, and he is not out at all, like very, very closeted, and so we would hook up in like his car or my car or something like that, but never like
In
went to
the
each other's
car.
places or
You
anything
never
like
tried
that.
that?
I can't say
But I
that
didn't want him to know where I
have.
lived, and he didn't want me to know where he lived. So, uh, so it was always, just some fun stuff in the car, blah blah blah. And so, fast forward, so my roommate and she and I have been friends for years. Like she was even one of the first people I came out to. And so we've been friends for years. And so I'm sitting in the living room one night and just watching TV. And she had been on a date with a guy that she met on a dating app or whatever. And so the front door opens. She walks in, and the man who is behind her is the guy that I've been hooking up with.
Hell no.
So because he
Run,
was behind
bitch,
her,
run!
you would have thought like she didn't see his face, but you would have thought he had seen a ghost when he laid eyes on me. And so I just started like smiling and low-key laughing because I'm like, this cannot be happening. This is not happening. This is not happening. And so he ends up leaving. We didn't talk to each other. We didn't say anything to each other. When she introduced him, I acted like I'd never seen this man before in my life, and he acted like he had never seen me. So we didn't even talk to each other because um, when we were hooking up, he got scared, because we were getting close, and so he didn't want that. So he ended up like just ghosting me, and so now we're steady, we're in the same place together because he has gone on a date with my roommate who is a girl. And
I got
so
questions.
I don't know what to do because she seems to really have liked him and they seem to have had a great time. But do I tell her or do I let him tell her? How do I move forward with this?
There you have it.
That's wild. That's
That is wild.
That's wild.
That's some shit I like to hear, though.
Yeah, that's the tea we're talking
That's the
about.
tea.
But yeah, we're gonna end on that note.
Mhm.
We're gonna gather our thoughts because that was
That was a lot to take in.
Yeah, that was a lot to take in.
And we like to look from all angles,
Yeah.
Everyone's perspective.
Yeah. So next week,
Mm-hmm.
the next episode, we will talk about it.
Talk about it, elaborate,
Yeah.
drop some. I love it, Nick. I
Yeah.
just love it.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
And this was mainly just like an intro, just who we are, what we're gonna do, what we
Yeah.
can give advice on. Now that you know a little bit of our backgrounds,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. So now that we've listened to the voicemail, we have the tea. We are going to discuss this next week, but we want to know what you guys think too. So how would you handle this situation? What would you do if you were, the guy that got walked in and seen a guy that you were with a couple weeks ago.
and
And
then with a girl,
yeah.
we want to know what you want, what you know, what you think. So drop it in the comments below.
Yep. And so that's going to end this episode and take us on to the next one. So I'm Vanessa.
And I'm Channing.
And this is Who Let Us Adult.
Let's go.